This is why you need to know about rogue medical debt collectors. Join Money Smart Basics as we dive into the world of medical debt and uncover if collectors are really defying the CFPB. Stay tuned to find out what we discover. Remember to like and subscribe for more Money Smart Basics videos. Stay until the end to receive a bonus tip. If you have any suggestions for financial literacy topics, please leave a comment. The financial world is no stranger to conflict. In the latest showdown, debt collectors are taking on the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, or CFPB. At the heart of the battle is a new CFPB rule. This rule aims to change how medical debt appears on credit reports. Debt collectors are fighting back with lawsuits. They claim the CFPB has overstepped its authority. The outcome could reshape the landscape of medical debt and consumer credit. The CFPB's new rule is designed to protect consumers from the overwhelming burden of medical debt. It focuses on the significant financial strain that medical debt places on individuals and families. Millions of Americans struggle with medical bills, often leading to stress and anxiety. This debt can severely impact their ability to get loans, rent apartments, or even secure jobs, creating a cycle of financial instability. The CFPB argues that medical debt is often unavoidable due to unexpected health emergencies and necessary treatments. It shouldn't be a black mark on a person's financial record, affecting their credit worthiness. The CFPB wants to level the playing field, ensuring that medical debt doesn't unfairly disadvantage consumers. Their new rule prevents credit reporting agencies from including medical debt on credit reports, a significant change in policy. This means medical debt won't factor into credit scores, providing a fairer assessment of financial health. The CFPB believes this will provide much-needed relief for struggling families and individuals, allowing them to rebuild their financial lives. It's a move towards a fairer credit system, where medical debt doesn't dictate one's financial future, offering hope and stability to many. Debt collectors argue that the CFPB's rule is misguided. They believe that the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau is stepping beyond its intended boundaries. They claim the CFPB is overreaching its authority, imposing regulations that could have far-reaching implications. They say the CFPB doesn't have the power to dictate what goes on credit reports, which are crucial tools for lenders to assess the financial health of potential borrowers. They believe this sets a dangerous precedent, one that could undermine the stability of the credit reporting system. It could lead to more government intervention in the credit industry, potentially stifling innovation and creating a more restrictive environment for businesses. Furthermore, debt collectors warn of unintended consequences. They argue that the removal of medical debt from credit reports could have a ripple effect throughout the financial system. They argue that removing medical debt from credit reports could backfire, potentially harming the very consumers it aims to protect. Lenders rely on credit reports to assess risk, and without a complete picture of a borrower's financial obligations, they may find it challenging to make informed lending decisions. Without a complete picture of a borrower's debt, lenders might be more hesitant to lend money. This hesitation could lead to stricter lending criteria and reduced access to credit for many consumers. This could lead to higher interest rates or even make it harder for people to get loans. In the end, the very people the CFPB aims to help might find themselves facing new financial hurdles. Section 4. The heart of the matter, CFPB's justification for the rule. The CFPB stands by its rule. They argue that medical debt is different from other types of debt. It's often unexpected and unavoidable. People don't choose to get sick or injured. The costs of medical care can be unpredictable and overwhelming. The CFPB also points to errors in medical billing. They say these errors are common and can unfairly harm credit scores. Removing medical debt from credit reports would protect consumers from these inaccuracies. It would create a fairer system that doesn't punish people for circumstances beyond their control. Section 5. A chorus of critics. Additional challenges to the medical debt rule. The debt collectors aren't alone in their opposition. Other groups have also voiced concerns about the CFPB's rule. Credit reporting agencies worry about the accuracy of credit reports without medical debt information. They argue that this information is important for lenders to assess risk. Some consumer advocates, while supporting the CFPB's goal, worry that the rule doesn't go far enough. They argue that more needs to be done to address the root causes of medical debt, such as high healthcare costs. They believe a multi-pronged approach is needed to truly solve the problem. Section 6. Awaiting the verdict, potential outcomes and broader implications. The legal battle over the CFPB's medical debt rule is just beginning. This case has garnered significant attention from various stakeholders, including consumer advocacy groups, financial institutions, and policymakers. The stakes are high, and the outcome could set a precedent for how medical debt is treated in the future. The outcome of this case could have significant implications for consumers, the credit industry, and the future of medical debt. For consumers, particularly those burdened by overwhelming medical expenses, a favorable ruling could provide much-needed relief. It could mean the difference between financial stability and ongoing hardship. If the courts side with the CFPB, it would be a major victory for consumers struggling with medical debt. This ruling could potentially eliminate or reduce the negative impact of medical debt on credit reports, allowing individuals to rebuild their financial lives more effectively. It could lead to improved credit scores and greater access to credit for millions of Americans. With better credit scores, consumers might find it easier to secure loans, mortgages, and other financial products at more favorable terms, thus enhancing their overall financial well-being. However, it could also lead to higher interest rates and tighter lending standards as lenders adjust to the new rules. Financial institutions might respond by increasing the cost of borrowing to offset the perceived risk associated with the new regulations. This could make it more challenging for some consumers to obtain credit. On the other hand, if the courts rule against the CFPB, it would be a setback for consumer advocates. Such a decision would maintain the status quo, where medical debt continues to be a significant factor in credit scoring, often to the detriment of those already facing financial difficulties. It would leave the current system in place, where medical debt can have a significant negative impact on credit reports. This could perpetuate a cycle of financial instability for many individuals, making it harder for them to recover from medical emergencies and other unexpected expenses. This outcome could lead to calls for legislative action to address the issue of medical debt. Lawmakers might feel increased pressure to introduce new laws or amend existing ones to provide better protections for consumers facing medical debt. The legal battle over the CFPB's medical debt rule is a clear example of the complex and often contentious relationship between regulators, industry, and consumers. Each party has its own interests and perspectives, making it challenging to find a solution that satisfies everyone. The outcome of this case will have far-reaching consequences and will likely shape the debate over medical debt for years to come. Regardless of the verdict, it is clear that the issue of medical debt is not going away anytime soon. Stakeholders will need to continue working together to find equitable solutions that balance the needs of consumers with the realities of the financial industry. As we await the court's decision, it is important to remember that the fight for fair treatment of medical debt is part of a larger struggle for financial justice. Advocates and policymakers must remain vigilant and proactive in their efforts to protect consumers and ensure that the financial system works for everyone. The journey towards resolving the complexities of medical debt is ongoing, and this case is just one chapter in a much larger story. The outcome will undoubtedly influence future policies and regulations, and it will be up to all of us to stay informed and engaged in the process. In conclusion, the potential outcomes and broader implications of this legal battle are vast and varied. Whether the courts side with the CFPB or not, the decision will have a lasting impact on consumers, the credit industry, and the future of medical debt in America. It is a pivotal moment that underscores the importance of continued advocacy and reform in the pursuit of financial fairness and justice for all. Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. With that, you are ahead of 90% of most people in America. Here is the bonus tip that we promised. I bet you didn't know 1 in 5 Americans struggle with medical debt. Shocking, right? This staggering statistic shows the harsh reality many face. It's time to rethink how we handle healthcare costs. Stay informed, stay empowered. The information in this video is for educational and entertainment purposes only, and is not intended as financial advice. We are not financial advisors, and the content should not be construed as professional financial advice. Always seek the advice of a qualified financial advisor or other professional regarding your specific financial situation. The use of any information provided in this video is solely at your own risk. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment for more Money Smart Basics videos.